Yeah, man. So, if y'all been following me, if y'all been on this P Diddy situation, I don't know who been too in tune with it, but today we gonna dive into this indictment. We gonna figure out what's going on. Just we just gonna dig into it, man. Cause I ain't got time to play. Yeah, but if y'all been following that, man, if y'all been looking at that whole thing, I'ma break it down, go piece by piece, and go into the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second. Yeah, but basically, they been trying to sweat it out, cast that lawsuit, and several people mentioned in the lawsuit. And it's basically like this indictment in the United States District Court, Southern District Court of New York, United States of America, civil indictment versus Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy. Wrong phone. Hold on. Wrong phone. My bad. I was talking into the wrong phone. But look though, yeah, but they basically was saying like this indictment. They got United States District Court, Southern District, United States of America versus for decades. Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant abused, threatened, coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. To do so, Combs relied on employees, resources, and influence of the multi-faced business empire that he led and controlled, creating a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in a mother among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, operated his business headquartered at various times in Manhattan and Los Angeles under a variety of United States based corporate entities, including Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises, Combs Global, collectively the Combs Business. The corporate entities in the Combs business included, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, alcoholic spirits business, a marketing agency, and a television network and media company. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, engaged in a persistent and persuasive pattern of abuse towards women and other individuals. This abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual. As part of his pattern of abuse, Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performance of sexual activities with male commercial sex workers at times, Combs and other acting at his direction made arrangements for women and commercial sex workers to fly to Combs' location. Combs ensured participation from the women by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation and violence for physical abuse by Combs, aka all aliases. The defendant was recurrent and widely known on numerous occasions from at least in or about 2009. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. And continuing for years, Combs assaulted women by, among other things, striking, punching, dragging, throwing objects at, kicking them. These assaults were at times witnessed by others and included one instance at a Los Angeles hotel in or about March 2016, which was captured on a video and later reported, where Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a woman as she was attempting to leave. When a member of the hotel security staff intervened, Combs attempted to bribe the staff members to ensure silence. So, yeah, man, it ain't looking good. Hold on. Yeah, let me go to the right page for y'all so y'all can stay up with me, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this is basically where we at right here. And I'm going to go to where we need to go. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. No, that ain't where we need to be. Uh, let me see. Let me get the right. That's where we at. And that's where we at now. Alright, so it ended off with him saying the security staff intervened and Combs intended to bribe the staff to ensure silence. Combs' violence was also not limited to these women. It extended to his employees, witnesses to his abuse, and others. Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, the defendant, used the Combs business to include certain employees to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial sex. Those employees, including staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors and other close associates, acted as Combs intermediaries, and their conduct was facilitated and assisted by Combs. Control of the Combs business, the Combs enterprise. Number six, from at least in or about 2008 through on or about the date of the filing of this, the defendant and others known and unknown were members and associates of a criminal organization, the Collins Enterprise, or the Enterprise members and associates. The Collins Enterprise engaged in and intended to engage in, among others, sex, trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and incitement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. So yeah, man. I don't know what's going on, but number seven, the Cons Enterprise, including its leadership and members and associates, constituted an enterprise as defined by Title 18 United States Code, Section 1961, parentheses 4. That is a group of individuals associated in fact, although not a legal entity. The Combs Enterprise consisted of Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant. Entities within the Combs businesses included but not limited to Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprises. Yeah, so we at page 4. Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global. Individuals employed by and are associated with the Combs business and others known and unknown. The Combs Enterprise. Hold on, man. Combs Enterprise constituted an ongoing organization whose numbers whose members function as a continuing unit for a common purpose of achieving the objectives of the Combs Enterprises. The Combs Enterprises was engaged in its activities interstate and foreign com- commerce. The Combs Enterprise operate in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere. At all times relevant to this indictment, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, was a leader of the Combs Enterprise. Sean Combs, the defendant, and others known and unknown participated in unlawful and other activities related to the conduct of the Combs Enterprise affairs. These individuals included certain Combs business employees, such as members of Combs security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and high-ranking supervisors, as well as other close associates of Combs. Purposes of the Combs Enterprises. The purposes of the Combs Enterprises include the following: operating a global business in the media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, including, among other things, record labels, a recording studio, an apparel line, alcoholic spirit business, a marketing agencies, and a television network and media company. Preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power, reputation, and brand of Sean Combs, aka Pete Puff Daddy, aka P Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, the defendant, as a musician, entrepreneur, and figure in the entertainment industry. All right, so we had page 4. They basically break it down like everything in this businesses and how it's tied to crimes and how it was tied to the hotel. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean it's getting down to the what we need to see. So yeah, we had page 5. C. Enriching members and associates of the enterprise, including its leaders, Combs, and in particular those who demonstrate loyalty to Combs and willingness to conceal his crimes, preserving, protecting, promoting, and enhancing the power of the Combs enterprise, including the power of its leader, Combs, through violence, use of firearms, threats of violence, coercion, and verbal, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. E. Fulfilling the purposes, personal desires of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sexual gratification, including through the exploitation of women and the use of commercial sex workers. F. Enabling Combs and others and associates of the Combs enterprise to engage in unlawful acts of violence, including sexual violence, sex trafficking, forced labor, interstate transportation for purposes of prostitution, coercion, and incitement, enticement to engage in enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics distribution, and other crimes, and concealing the commission of such acts, securing absolute loyalty from members of the cause enterprise, including through acts of violence and threats, and protecting the cause enterprise and its members and associates, including cons from detection and prosecution by law enforcement authorities through acts of intimidation, manipulation, bribery, and threats of retaliation against individuals who witnessed the crimes committed by members and associates of the enterprise, means and methods of the enterprise. Among the means and methods by which cons the defendant and other members and associates of the cons enterprises conducted and participated in the conduct of the affairs of the cons enterprise include the following: Combs and other members and associates of the Combs enterprise wielded the power and prestige of Combs' role at the Combs business to intimidate, threaten, and lure female victims into Combs' orbit, often under the pretense of romantic relationships. Combs then used force, threaten, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers that Combs referred to as, among other things, freak-offs. Freak-offs were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. In arranging these freak-offs, Combs, with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise, transported and caused to be transported commercial sex workers across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occur regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple commercial sex workers. During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant, sometimes unknowing to the victims. Combs kept the videos he filmed of victims engaging in sex acts with commercial sex workers. After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically receive IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use. Members and associates of the Combs enterprises included high-ranking supervisors, security staff, household staff, personal assistants, and other Combs business employees facilitate the freak-offs by, among other things, booking hotels for the freak-offs, stocking the hotel rooms in advance with the required freak-off supplies, including controlled substances, baby oil, lubricant, extra linens, and lighting. Cleaning the hotel rooms after the freak-offs to try to mitigate room damage. Arranging for travel for victims, commercial sex workers, and cones to the freak-offs, resupplying cones with requested supplies, delivering large sums of cash to cones to pay the commercial sex workers, and scheduling the delivery of IV fluids in or about March 2024. So yeah, we at page 6, and I'm gonna come back to page 7 and end this live now. Yeah, we at page 6. We at page 6. But yeah, basically, what we doing today is going through this indictment. So yeah, I'm on page 6. I was just reading from the indictment, and we at page 6, going on 7. So we on 6. We just ended 6. Now we're going on to page 7. Yup. So we're going on to page 7. right there where we just left off, page 7. So I'm gonna start off with 7, you know, on the next video, and we gonna dig into this.